Hello and welcome back to StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. That's the one. When we last left off, I had done Whispers of Oblivion, and the sound in all of the videos did not come out right. There was something uniquely wrong with all of them. But now, hopefully, I've got the levels just right. You know, I'm recording in a new way, there's bound to be hiccups and a learning curve. And just as Zeratul went searching for the last piece of the Zelnaga prophecy, so too did I go searching for a good method of getting the sound right. So hopefully, just as he found his prophecy, I have found my balance, and we can finally go into the main story, the bit I've never seen. Hold hands with me and pray that none of the cutscenes get me in any kind of copyright trouble, because that would be rude of Blizzard. Let's see what we've got. Alright, the story so far, we already know that bit. New campaign it is. And as I said in the first video, we're going to go hard rather than brutal, because I've never done this before, and you don't necessarily want to see me trying over and over again. So let's get going. It looks like they are in fact going to do the cinematic. Are they? They are.
The swarm brought ruin to our world.
I'm going to chance this.
Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
Protoss players wish they could warp in that fast. It has been horribly nerfed in this game. I think it takes 16 seconds to warp in if you're not near a gateway. So that cinematic couldn't have actually happened. Protoss are doomed. Legacy of the Void, a great evil looms over the galaxy. The Dark God Amon has returned, spurred on by Zeratul's prophecies. Kerrigan and her swarm set out to destroy Amon's hybrid forces, hoping to stop the coming oblivion. With the threat of the Zerg Queen absent, the Protoss hierarch Adtanis raised a massive invasion fleet, left the Dark Templar world of Shakurus, and committed to restore his people's former glory by reclaiming their lost itchy ear of Aiur. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. So there we go. It looks like we are just diving right into this by retaking our planet, which is a nice action-packed way to get it all kicked off, get it moving. I say our planet. If anything, I'm a Terran. In multiplayer, I play Zerg. You've got to love the Zerg because the Zerg are the Berg. The Zerg are the only creatures, in my opinion, that sort of make sense in an RTS. Like, you know, when you're playing Terran, where are all these Marines coming from? You build this flat packed building, it comes up, and then Marines start coming out of it. How does that work? At least with a Zerg, you know where the lava's coming from, you know where the Zerglings are coming from. I guess the Protoss have the warping excuse as well, so basically it's just the Terrans that don't make sense.
Templar. At long last, we stand at the threshold of destiny. For today, we will restore the glory of our legacy. Today, we will retake what we have lost and reclaim our homeworld. And may the Kala's light guide us.
The invasion fleet stands ready. We await only your command, Hierarch.
You must halt this invasion at once.
Zeratul?
Templar! Arrest this traitor!
No! We will hear him out.
The end war has come. Amon, the Dark One, has returned.
This heretic cannot be trusted.
This invasion is a distraction from the true battle ahead. Amon's fury will engulf the entire galaxy.
Do not forget that it was his interference that brought ruin to Aiur.
And that burden weighs heavily upon me. Artanis, I have found a way to stand against the coming darkness. You must believe me.
We have been through much together, Zeratul. But far too many have sacrificed, in the hopes that this moment would come to pass. Executor, commence the invasion!
Can I say first of all, that was really cool to see what a Protoss mothership looks like. Also,
The reclamation of Aiur is underway. We are preparing to siege the warp network at Coruscant now.
Well done, Selendis. Once the warp conduits are free of infestation, our forces will strike as one across the surface of Aiur.
The Templar await your command, Hierarch.
this certainly looks like a larger scale beginning mission than Heart of the Swarm started with. But what I was going to also say is...
Warriors, Aiur awaits you. March forth and take it!
What I was going to say is, isn't it weird how even with this sort of alien species that is nothing like humanity, the Blizzard art team have felt the need to make the women look like traditionally feminine in a human sense, like they're all smooth.
To join your forces. Use them well, Artanis.
Oh shit, I was trying to kill those Colossi, because Colossi pop out at me, I think they're enemies, you know? But anyway, what I was saying is, you know, the women Protoss are all like smooth, whereas the male Protoss have like wrinkles and ridges, and they're just even more slender than the already scrawny Protoss are, and it's just like, come on, you don't have to do this. Not all women have to be porcelain. You know, what can you do? If anything, I'm amazed that the male Protoss aren't more muscular. Oh shit, Zerglings. No.
There is a Zerg hive cluster near your warriors. If possible, we should destroy it.
I'll give it a go. Give it a go if I've got enough dudes left. I mean, I'm not microing this at all, really. Just 1A. 1A is the way. There we go. Wait. No, that's the bit I'm supposed to destroy, isn't it? I nearly went away from the bonus objective. Die, Roshi, die. Let's get rid of this. You evil Zerg shall no more... That was cool. That was a cool set piece. I like that. Makes it feel very cinematic, but... You evil Zerg shall no longer have Aiur's precious minerals.
Well fought, my warriors. Let us return our focus to reclaiming the warp conduit.
Those lava died a lot quicker than lava usually. I don't know if that's a single-player thing or if it's actually a multiplayer change. I'll have to check. I mean, I played some Legacy of the Void beta because you got into the beta just by pre-ordering, which I wish is how it works for all betas, because then I just pre-order everything. But I got in there, played a few games. It was really cool, actually. The Legacy of the Void multiplayer is looking really good. But then, as I think I mentioned in another video, after the change to Windows 10, StarCraft 2 was a bit wonky for a few weeks, and I really got out of the habit after that. Again, that mothership swooping over is a really cool thing. This,
Selendis, the conduit is ours. Warp down reinforcements.
As you
is...
command.
2 warp conduits remain in the grip of the Zerg. Ready yourselves, brethren. We move for victory.
This is just like a far more exciting start than Heart of the Swarm, in which you were sort of in a facility controlling nothing but Zerglings that you had to very slowly build yourself. So, you know, begin with a bang, good way to do it.
Artemis, there are more hives in the surrounding area. Destroying them would deal the Zerg a crippling blow.
In a way, I guess we're just sort of actually doing the opening cinematic right now. Whereas with Heart of the Swarm, the last mission was the opening cinematic.
Very well.
Nice cool way to do it.
Warriors, annihilate it.
We strike as one!
I bet there is many a non-Zerg player who wishes that they could inflict that kind of punishment to Broodlords on a regular basis.
Continue on, brothers.
You gonna give me some more dudes? Some more? Oops. Silly little Zerglinglings, buildlings, the things that come out of buildings when they die. I'm forgetting what they're called. Yes, I forget. Ooh, more Protoss. I'm gonna save you all. Although, the Zealots should have been just fine.
Thank you for your aid. Allow us to join you in battle.
I must say, I'm glad I decided to record this on high graphics instead of extreme graphics, because all this action going on and recording at the same time, I think that might have been pushing my luck. There we go. Alright. Got to get all the hives. Obviously, we need to do the bonus objectives. I don't know what the point is yet. I don't know what reward we get. Reward. I don't know what reward we get for doing them, other than, like, pride. Ooh, is that a Guardian? That's from StarCraft 1, that is. It's from StarCraft 1, that is. It's basically a Broodlord, except it just fires bullets instead of...
The second warp conduit is activating now.
Psi matrix signal confirmed. Reinforcements warping in at your location.
Thank you. But, yeah, ooh, what's this? I think that's a Zerg hive. I'm gonna go get this Zerg hive, and then go back. Yeah. Yeah, I've solved this. But yeah, I think broodlings are also the things that come out of buildings. Ooh, Nelly. You stalkers, get out! Finally, some Link micro that isn't terrible. Granted, I can do it with every single stalker, which is not so much micro as just pressing a button. But you know what? Proud. Voice-wise, I look how Protoss are just sort of slightly reverby orcs.
Only one remains, my warriors.
This music is so cinematic. This is like, and I don't mean cinematic in a snobby sense. I mean it literally just sounds like it belongs in a film. Like, I don't know. what would you hear this in? Like, any sort of battle scene, really? Any battle scene? You know, a village being raised, that sort of thing. What is this cool little gizmo? The Protoss Warp Conduit. Very nice. Aiur is a beautiful planet. I can see why they want it back. Get him! I tell you what though, too many Zerg players know the pain of Phoenixes when you have Mutalisks. Phoenixes are just unfair, okay?
An unseen hand moves them. We must be on guard.
What Phoenixes is that they can shoot while moving. My poor precious muties can't do that. So Phoenixes can just run you around in circles all day. Meaning the only thing you can really do is run away. What kind of battle is that? But you see what I mean though, this music, this is such something that happens in a film rather than a game. I know what I mean.
Let this be the first victory of many. Aiur will be restored.
Tell you what, Artanis, if you keep giving me this many dudes, I will win every single fight for you, every day. That's not a problem. You know, I don't have to build a base, I don't have to manage my economy, if you just give me the guys, I can do that.
The final conduit lies before us. Show the Zerg no mercy.
The Nidus worms are coming. Speaking of which, I think there have been changes made to Nidus worms in Legacy of the Void. I think they've been made a bit better in multiplayer. I don't know if they're still going to see any use in multiplayer, because they're a bit gimmicky, I guess. Probably just want to stick to the basics for good, consistent wins. But I hope to see some Nidus worms, because they're definitely a cool concept.
Impossible. Hybrid on Aiur. It is they who will indeed the Zerg.
Well, plot twist. What are the hybrid doing on Aiur then? Could it be that... I mean, previously hybrid have just sort of been in labs. We've never really seen one out in the wild before. So I guess whatever sneak experiments Naruk was up to are
The
done.
warp conduits have been secured. Our starfighters are moving to take this fight across the surface.
Take command of the invasion, Executor. Zeratul, you and I must discuss this most recent turn of events further.
Most recent turn of events being scary, scary hybrid. So what have we got? I didn't see like any achievement things flash up, by the way, which is a shame because that's like my favourite thing about achievements is when they flash up. So yeah, well that's easy to do. I mean, Colossi just kill things anyway. Lose fewer than 100. What? I can't just 1A? I have to protect my units? Oh, I'll do that one day. Let's see what's going to happen now. Aiur Battlefield. Sunset. Cinematics are certainly more cinematic. I like it.
It seems the end war you warned of has begun. Tell me, old friend, what is it you have learned?
I have witnessed the end of all things. Horrific legions of hybrid, raising world upon world. In the darkness, lording over them, a shadowy form. Amon.
Yet, you spoke of a way to stand against him.
This vision was a benevolent one, as if an ancient voice called out from beyond. The keystone shall usher you unto hope.
Keystone?
I saw a burst of light revealing the Zelnaga artifact on the Terran world of Korhal. It is the keystone of this vision. The prophecies speak of Zelnaga standing against Amon in the end times. I believe this keystone will guide us to them.
I have always trusted you, Zeratul, but the burdens of leadership demanded much of me. There are times I am uncertain whether I was truly ready for such weight.
Your doubt is unfounded, young Artanis. You must embrace what you have become if you are to be the leader we now need.
Gorgeous lighting.
You will go to James Raynor on Core Hall and receive this keystone. I will marshal our forces for the war ahead. When you return, the Templar will be ready. Entaro Tassadar, old friend.
Entaro Artanis, brother.
Very cool way to open things up.
Zeratul, you must secure the Zelnaga keystone from James Raynor. My forces will reactivate the Spear of Adun, a warship that will be invaluable in the battles ahead. May Tassadar's shadow hide you, my friend.
But before we continue, one question to ask. Who makes all of these prophecies? And I lied, two questions to ask. Once they've made them, why do they hide them in such obscure places? Why don't they just tell everyone? I mean, clearly all prophecies come true in fiction, so there'd be no reason for doubt. Anyway, I am going to cut this up with one video per mission. I think that's a good way to do things, and it also means I can have a cheeky little look at whether the sound is in fact finally right. I'm very worried about that. I'm always going to be worried about that until it's consistently good. Hopefully this will come out well. Hopefully you've just had a good time watching it. Only you know the answer to that one. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.